Hi everyone, and I wanted to talk to you about my experience with Sassy Mitchell Eurasian Erotic Wave hair. First off, I wanted to say I purchased this hair with my own money. This company did not send me this hair, so I can give you my honest opinion on the hair and let you know about my experience. This is the hair that I have in right now. It is the Eurasian Exotic Wave in a 16 inch and an 18 inch. The bottom is the 18, the top is the 16, and I have some extra 16 in the top because I wanted some more fullness. I've had this hair for over 6 months. I'd say a good 8 months I've had this hair. And out of the 8 months that I've had this hair, I've worn it a total of 7 months. I did take a break from the weave for a little while, but a good 7 months I've worn this hair in my head. I've had it in a sew-in, I've had it on a wig, and I had it on, I've made like 4 or 5 different wigs with this hair and did about 2 sew-ins with this hair, so it has held up really, really well. The hair is kind of thin. It's not thick like maybe like a Brazilian hair would be, like a little bit of a thicker texture. So if you're gonna, even if you're wearing anything less than 16 inches, I would say 3 packs, because even if you only use 2.5, 2 is not gonna make it. And my head is small, so for me with a small head to say I needed 2 packs and some additional hair, you probably would need at a minimum 3 packs, even with maybe 16 inches, in my opinion, if you like a full look of hair. I've dyed this hair. I've dyed it twice. I've dyed it a off black, and I've also ombre'd the ends. It's like ombre brown. And it held up really well. It made it a little bit more dry, but it is color. I did the deep conditioning. I do a deep conditioning every week, and it holds up fine. It doesn't have any problems. There's very minimal tangling. Very minimal tangling. All the time. And it's hot here. It's hot. And I've just come in from outside in the hot weather, and still nothing. Minimal tangling. Minimal shedding. Nothing. Minimal shedding. I did cut the wefts when I did one of my sew-ins, and she didn't sew under the weft, she sewed through the weft, and that did make for more shedding. But once I took the sewing out and I resealed the wefts, no more shedding. It wasn't really any more shedding. The texture is nice. Blending is simple. I say semi-natural because I haven't gotten a relaxer since November, which is probably a good 8 months ago or so. I haven't gotten a relaxer, so all I do is just kind of blow my hair out. My ends are still relaxed, but the top part of my hair is not relaxed. I just kind of flat iron it. You would have to flat iron your hair straight in order to blend with this hair, but if you're willing to flat iron your hair straight, and it will blend just fine. The only issue I really had was kind of the color. You know, my hair is really, really dark, and the hair is was almost a 2. So that was the only issue, but that is not really a big issue. It came in Erotic Wave, which is a semi-wave, which was really beautiful. But what I can tell you is I flat ironed this hair twice. I washed it and flat ironed it twice. After the second time I flat ironed this hair, when I washed it for the 3rd time, no wave. Straight. No wave. I mean, no wave. Like, straight. Now, for me, it wasn't much of a big deal, but if you're looking for a hair that you like the wave pattern and you want to keep the wave pattern, I would either suggest that you don't straighten out this hair, that you wear this hair wavy and then get some other hair that's straight that you can wear straight, because the wave was gone. That I could say is my only con about this hair. My only real con about this hair is that there's no erotic wave left. It's just straight hair at this point. But it is very, very good hair. It's very, very nice hair. The customer service was great when I first was buying the product. The owner lives here in Atlanta, so if you live near her, she gives you the opportunity to come and purchase the hairs, which is good because you can get to feel it and see what it's like before you buy it. But that I did, and I had a wonderful experience with her. Even now when I call to get some other hair, I have no problems. They're very nice. They're very prompt. They get back to you. I usually call. I don't know how it is when you email them, but I usually call, and I usually don't have any problems when I'm calling them. So my first impressions of this hair was very beautiful. The wave was beautiful. The ends are kind of thin. They're a little thin. However, it kind of looks a little natural. It looks more like your hair is starting to grow out. It's not like very thin at the ends, but it is kind of thin at the ends. But as you can see, it looks fine. It's not a major problem. Like I said, it is 4 wefts. It's supposed to be 4 ounces on the weft. 4 ounces on the weft, which I find okay, but it's very thin. So honestly, right now I have in probably 10 to 11 ounces, which for me is extreme because I usually only put like 7 ounces in my hair. You know, like I said, my hair is small, so my head is small, so I usually only put about 7 ounces in my hair, and it looks very full. It's very nice. But for some reason, this hair, it's a little more thinner. Maybe it's the Eurasian texture type hair. It's a lot thinner. It's a little more on the high end side. For the 18 and the 16, I paid about $300. And then I had to add some more hair, so it came up to more than $300. But for a person, if you're looking for some hair that you're going to wear, like I said, I've had this hair for 8 months, and it's still working like the day I bought it. And so for that, I definitely feel like it was worth the money, and I'm getting my investment worth, and it's still going strong. Like, I don't even know how long this hair will last. It's still going strong like the day I bought it, so it's doing good. Everywhere I go, I get compliments on it. People who are not too familiar with weave, they think this is my hair. They're like, oh my God, your hair is so beautiful. It's so long. How do you take care of it? They really think it's like my hair growing out on my scalp, which is exactly what you want from a weave when you're wearing a weave. You want people to think it's your hair. That's the point. So it's really good. It's really nice. I would give this company, the customer service, and the hair a thumbs up. A 9.5 out of 10, and if they had different patterns, I would definitely buy it again. So that has been my love affair with Sassy Mitchell. Also, I am revamped. This is the final product of my revamp. And when I say revamp, I mean that's when I went through the hair and I took it out. I made a whole different type of wig. I colored it and everything. And I'm going on vacation to an island, so where I'm going to be in the beach and in the pool. So we are going to see how this hair holds up. I'm going to do another video and let you guys know exactly how this hair holds up on my vacation. So stay tuned for that. Bye.